to another episode of the Pro Talk Podcast. I am your host, Mr. DHE, and these are my guys.
Ken Stu
_TO. Follow me for more advice.
Follow the man for more life advice. Let's get to it, fellas. What's been cooking? Good looking. What? Look who we have back, man. Welcome
Hetty
back to the
Hetty.
studio, man. Oh my gosh, it's been like what, like 4, 5, 6 episodes?
Man, I came back as soon as Honduras playing live right now.
They ain't gonna win nothing. I don't know why you.
Hush.
That's what I said.
Huh?
That's the exact thing I
First
told
of all,
him.
you not from there, so I can respect that.
Okay.
You,
T.
born and bred over
He's
there.
from Florida.
You DT over there.
No, he's from Florida.
First
He was
of all,
born in Florida.
They don't know what DT is.
I don't
First-
care, but you
Hold on,
did your
second.
thing
Where were you
over
born?
there.
Where were you born?
Florida.
Thank you. He's not Honduran born. Stop playing with my
Man,
dog.
that boy
He's trying to
was
get you
just-
iced.
That boy was just
He's
born
trying to get
down.
you iced.
Well,
Impossible.
How long you stay in
Impossible.
Florida, bro?
When I was born, probably about a solid 6 months. You heard?
Yeah, stay no start 6 months. A week.
Stop, Cap. First of all, you can't travel with a newborn.
Yes, you
A
can.
week, not a week-year-old.
Yes, you
can't.
can.
Back in
Not
them
a
times, you
week-year-old.
don't know.
Yes, you can.
No, my mom told me this. My mom told me she couldn't. She was
don't
trying
remember.
to. She don't remember.
She was traumatized when we
But you
quit.
remember.
Hell
But you
yeah.
remember.
Hell
Man,
yeah.
you tripping, man. How you been, though?
I've been all right.
You been all
I
right?
can't complain.
Life been treating you good. I heard you had a new house.
Man, look at the man putting my business on.
How was that?
I heard it was 2-story too.
Ooh, yeah, big backyard.
Big backyard. I'm talking about big booty John with a BBL.
Man got a backyard.
Hey,
so
hey,
big.
hey,
Man
hey.
got a backyard so big. You can play football back there.
Hey, why
You
is
can
y'all
play a
putting,
7-on-7 back there, like
why you putting my
tackle football.
business over there? I never talked
Big
about
dog
that.
Do you have
status.
the white picket fence?
Big dog
I can't afford a
status.
fence.
Oh, so that mean
Yeah,
that mean that you bought the house
The
with the
money-
fence already?
I can't afford a fence
Nah.
with the house or buy it with the house.
The house is so
Ooh.
big.
Ooh.
The backyard is so big.
Ooh.
It takes a lot of income to build a fence that big.
God.
Yeah. It's one of those.
Yeah,
One of
I
those.
got you.
One
My
of
boy
those.
say you live on an estate.
Yes. We matter of fact, we
I don't
have
know what
that's
they talking about.
that's the you know how there's a designated when you do that with the
Well, that because you keep lying.
no, you've been doing that. Yeah,
He's doing
Keep
it on
lying.
purpose. Keep your point. Keep
keep-
your point.
keep-
Stay
keep
focused. Stay
Keep
focused.
talking about it.
your house is the designated. That's not your lie. We discussed this. Your house is the designated.
I don't know what you're talking about. I
Well,
live
let-
right here next to you. What are you talking about? Stop putting things out there. What are you
Alright,
talking about?
alright.
I live right
Bro,
here
we
next
all
to
know you
you.
moved to New Orleans, bro. Come on,
Facts.
bro.
I don't even
he-
know.
he-
Well, how hard is it? Why? New
Man,
Orleans is a
them-
beautiful place.
This man moved to
I don't know what
Mississippi.
you're talking about.
No, he
Oh
moved to
my
Mississippi.
gosh.
See, he moved on the border of Mississippi.
Okay, he's from Mississippi.
And
Okay,
because
Mississippi.
the land is a lot more over there. You got a lot more
Wow.
land for less.
Wow. Okay, he moved to Mississippi.
Yeah. It's on the
Okay.
border. It's on the border. It's still
So
New
what?
Orleans. Yeah.
So what? You moved to New Orleans. What's wrong with that? I don't see nothing wrong. It's a beautiful place. You have the French Quarter, uptown, downtown. I be messing everywhere. You have all that out there.
Let me trip out. I want to
That's
trip
crazy,
out. Let me
bro.
trip out. Let me
That's
trip
crazy.
out. I want to trip out.
I'm about to give out your address.
Stop doing that, please.
Let's stop talking about it.
Okay, I got
About
you.
what? The
He's
New
doing it on
Orleans?
purpose. He's doing it on purpose.
I do know what y'all talking about.
Okay then, but you ain't
Then
gotta
why?
do
Hold on,
that.
Yeah,
wait a
no, it's
minute.
because y'all
Wait a
not.
minute.
It look like y'all not listening.
This brother upgraded in life, and he's mad because we talking about how he upgraded
I
in life.
upgrade. I live right here. Why is we
Bro,
talking about my
I'm letting you know right now,
business?
bro, they would rob you living in this neighborhood too. So you might well talk about the new neighborhood in New Orleans.
No,
I be messing
stop.
everywhere.
Y'all keep talking about it. What? I don't want to talk
All
about it.
right, we ain't gonna talk about it.
Well, that's all
You're
I'm
such a
asking.
grit.
Trash. It's
That's
bad.
all I'm
We're
asking.
trying to
Anyway,
celebrate
anyway,
you.
anyway.
It's fine.
You want to
Anyway,
smell your flowers
I-
when you dead or alive?
I did.
All right, bet. Yeah, he said it. He said it. That's heady for y'all, man.
He said dead.
That's heady for y'all.
Look. We got a lot to get into in a limited amount of time. So let's get straight into it, fellas. First things first. T-Pain, Drake is trending right now because T-Pain said some stuff about him that I
seen
guess
that.
people
That ain't nothing.
disagree with. Y'all seen the clip?
I heard
Yeah, I
it.
seen it.
I
You
heard
seen
it
it.
on
I
the
seen
Breakfast Club.
Okay.
I seen it.
Basically, T-Pain is saying that Drake is having a hard time bowing out gracefully, which was something he said early in his career where he don't want to overstay his stay to where people start hating him. Because there is a sort of thing as staying too long to the point to where people turn on you, right? So T-Pain saying Drake don't want to take that. I don't think Drake has overstayed because he's still making hits. If you weren't making any hits, then I would say he's overstaying. But I don't think he overstaying. I think Drake is just right.
You ready to go? I feel, damn man, why you had to do that? This is why I don't like coming here. Because he takes a stand that I wanted to take, and now I'm a natural Sagittarius. I have to go against the state. Drake, you stayed too long, my boy. Because obviously you stayed too long. If you wouldn't have stayed too long, then after this, after the whole beef with Kendrick, people wouldn't feel the way they feel. But the fact that you have stayed long enough, people even felt good enough to say that Pusha T beat you in your beef.
First of all, that's a fact. But
You
whooped
know,
him.
and it's like Drake, like
First,
so-
I don't think he stayed too long. I think Drake doing what Drake he got a hit right now.
what's the hit?
Nokia.
Baby girl, let me see you do your thing. Let me see
That
you
song is
twirl.
trash.
But it's a hit.
It's a hit to
That's-
people who like trash.
This
It
coming
don't
from the man that said
matter,
that Carter
is it?
6 was fire. And then he listened to it.
Your favorite rapper bowed out of the beef.
That's true. That's true.
I'm just saying Drake is still Drake.
I had to say something.
I agree.
Bro.
I know. But
Drake has reached a
Yeah.
pinnacle. It's like it don't matter what Drake do, it's gonna be hot.
I don't know about that. But
He
I know
don't miss.
But I know he's still producing.
He does
no,
miss,
he's
bro.
missed. No,
He's
What he
missed.
missed?
He's
What he
missed.
missed?
He's
that
missed.
that whole never mind later, never mind, whatever that album was, the whole dance pop.
Yeah,
he missed
yeah.
on
He
that.
had a hit off of that.
No, that Afrobeat stuff was trash, bro.
You keep saying it's not Afrobeat because you.
That's what he tried to go for. Cause remember, that's the same time Beyonce dropped her Afrobeat album.
So see, when you say Afrobeat, you confuse me because that album is more this dance music. It wasn't
Dance hall? Is
No,
what you're saying?
it's not dance
See,
hall.
the reason why I say that is because when I was listening to the most popular media platform at the time, that's what they was calling it. So that's why I called it that.
Okay.
I'm saying so.
Yeah,
I can't be misinformed. So I apologize.
Yeah, because it's not really dance hall.
Yeah. Talk to me. But it was like that. It wasn't. It was like some
It was
dance
dance.
type. Yeah,
it was dance.
It
Like-
was some dance
like
type
some
stuff. We can
white
agree on that.
people,
Yeah.
that type of vibe, right?
Not
And he
EDM,
missed.
huh?
No, it's not EDM.
Not
It wasn't
EDM.
nah.
It wasn't EDM. Yeah.
Back to it though. Like I feel like he hasn't missed. I mean, he has missed, but lately he still finds a way to put out good music. If Drake, this might be a bad take, but this is my take nonetheless. I feel like Wayne overstayed.
No, what you out your everlasting mind?
I feel like Wayne overstayed.
No.
I feel like
No.
it's time for Wayne
No.
to just
no.
do what Jay-Z
Nah.
does and select
Nah.
when he gives out features where
Nah.
we expect it and be like, oh, because he's been doing this for so long now that we're like,
Why would you come on this platform and say something like that?
because I heard Carter 6.
Wow. But you also heard that dance hall music, that dance music from Drake, and you saw that was trash too.
Yeah, but I don't know.
But you didn't say he stayed too long.
No, because Drake got hits.
So does Wayne.
Drake got hits before that album and after that album, and maybe during that album. Wayne hasn't had a hit. Dang, Wayne hasn't
Since
had
the
a
one
hit.
with the one with Swiss Beats.
I don't even know.
Uproar?
I don't even know that was a hit though.
That was trash to me.
That was a hit.
But it was a popular song, just like that Nokia song y'all was just talking about with Drake, and I think it's trash. So, like I said, music is subjective, but at the same time,
And Drake don't miss, man.
he does miss.
No, he does.
He does miss. Every
Drake
artist
has
miss.
been consistent.
Every artist
Y'all
miss.
talking about albums.
Bro,
Drake
talking
has
about
stayed
singles.
relevant
Yeah.
and hit every single year.
What was his hit last year?
The one with SZA. He had two actually. He had the one with SZA,
Yeah, I remember that one.
Baby Daddy, and then he had another one off
and
the
Sexy
album.
Red?
And,
The one with
he,
Sexy
and
Red?
he also on that disc with
He don't
that
miss.
disc with Kendrick, that was fire too.
No, but it wasn't a hit.
Yeah,
like it was a good song, but it wasn't a
when
hit.
you say you hit me back, it's a
I
And then I didn't expect it to put no hits on, and then he comes over with another hit.
Somebody to
He
love.
is still relevant. He is still key.
I agree.
He
I'm
is
with
still
but
him.
he's not.
He hasn't- he don't need to bow out
but
yet.
Kendrick has knocked him off the pedestal to where people view him as. I want to say
He
like
was supporting Drake when the Kendrick
I
beef.
want to say like guarding Michael Jordan. Like Kendrick knocked him off. It's like when Iverson crossed him. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, snap. You know what I mean? It's like he's human.
tripping. Yeah,
You know what I mean? That's what Kendrick made
Yeah,
it look
he
like.
shook him.
He made him look human.
Yeah, he shook him, but he's still Michael Jordan, right? That didn't stop Michael. He's still Michael.
That's a very
he's
good
still,
point.
He is still him. He is him.
That's a very good point.
Drake gonna leave when Drake wants to leave. It's like he earned it. He like
And-
Nicki Minaj.
And
Like you don't
Nah,
hear
nah,
Nicki?
He got a big booty.
Man, when you
You
talk,
say he like Nicki.
when I'm saying the relevancy.
Okay, my bad.
When Nicki
Is
puts
Nicki-
out, people listen. Hell yeah, her
I
last
said, I never
album
known
did
Drake
numbers.
had to have a big
and
butt.
she had hits. That's these kind of people like this. People love. You might shake them, but they still gonna be there. Same as Cardi B. We ain't heard Cardi B put out an album from a long time, and she just put another song. I like the song, by the way. She just put another song.
I didn't hear it.
Hit again.
Outside.
Some people they just can't. They can only leave when they want to leave.
Right.
It don't matter what you do. Kendrick, you can't knock him off.
No, but
They
but I feel like Kendrick wouldn't have that stigma because Kendrick isn't around 365 every 24/7.
But I'm saying he is
people
that
can
guy.
Get, people can get tired of Drake, but I just disagree with T-Pain's take because I don't think Drake has hit his. I think he might have hit his pinnacle, but he hasn't started to decline, in my opinion. I think he's hit his pinnacle and he's just up there. He hasn't found another level, but I feel like he hasn't come down. And the battle only proved that he's not really good at battle rapping, but it doesn't take away nothing from his creativity and his ability to create hits. And he's always working with up and coming artists. So how else that's how you stay relevant. My thing with Wayne don't really check around his surroundings. Wayne says, and he said it himself, it's his music and all he watches is ESPN and record. How can you be delved in the culture outside of what you know if you're not?
And still be known as
the thing with Wayne.
Oh yeah, but that's from the past. That's not.
No. That's from now.
The thing with Wayne is Wayne earned that.
Thank you.
Even though we might say he's saying the same thing, which he does.
No, you don't stop.
He does.
Stop.
He earned that. Because he did his thing. He put in his time.
Yes.
So whenever he wants to leave, he can leave.
No, I agree, but I think he's here been long. I think he's over. I think he's overstaying because you see people turning on him. That's when you know. I feel like you've overstayed. Once people start turning on you.
But why do we have to feel like our black artists stay too long or can't create new? Because
no,
I'm saying this is what I'm saying. Older artists in other cultures, stay for a long time and rock out for a long time. Nobody said like it seemed like if you're not a blues singer or
rock, pop,
something like that, you can't rock out for a long time.
No, I don't think that's the case. I think the case in that would be you are touring based on your hits. Wayne is still making new music, is what I'm saying, where it's not hitting like the hits. If Wayne was still performing all of his classics, Carter 3, Carter 2, all of his mixtapes that went crazy, no one would look at Wayne crazy. People look at Wayne crazy now just based on the new products that he's been putting out. Still, I still stake with the fact that he's a great rapper. That
the greatest.
That hasn't declined.
The greatest.
It's the picking beats and hooks, like song creation. I'm talking about song creation. Like,
okay,
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it does seem like he just gets on it and goes
crazy.
It just raps. I see what you're saying. Instead of just like rapping about a certain each song is structured about a certain topic.
Yes.
I see. Yeah. But like that's been Weezy.
Right,
That's
but
what I'm saying.
He's a great feature. He's not a great.
He is the rapper of the same three topics: money, vagina, and guns. That's Wayne.
And weed.
I don't
That's
learn.
four.
Weed, yeah.
He know how to turn Nina into 15 different words.
Yeah.
The same way Nicki Minaj love saying these are my sons and turn it into 5 different words. But Nicki, I like Nicki. Don't get me wrong, I like Nicki. But I'm just saying, people like that in that upper echelon, you just leave them.
Just leave them. Yeah,
you just leave them and let them do because they earn that.
I ain't mad. I ain't mad at it.
You know,
but yeah, I ain't mad at it. It's just I feel like
it
it kind of puts a stain on
his resume,
on the beautiful resume that he got.
I don't like when people do that. I disagree with that.
Because he's not gonna always put out great music, right?
Right. No, it's not that. It's just that just because he keep going, right? Now, you can critique his album.
Yeah.
Okay, his album might not be good, but that should not put a stain on him because we're not going to act like he didn't do everything in the 2000s. There's no way. That's like saying just because Tom Brady didn't win the 2 Super Bowl against the Giants, he's not the GOAT. He's not that is ridiculous to me.
But it still puts a stain. You still because you
does.
still look at the
He's
record.
Right.
You still look at the record and you be like, oh, he is
because you have to talk about
6 and 12 or 6 and 2.
Yeah.
Like it still puts a stain on the record.
Because you have to talk about that. You're right.
But that still don't diminish him.
It doesn't. Nobody.
It doesn't.
Said it does.
But when you're talking greats, you have to split hairs. And when you say you have to split hairs, you have to say, okay, this and this happened.
So We wouldn't say Wayne is one of the greats.
Yes,
Yes.
no.
Yes.
That's what we're saying. He's so great that we have to split hairs.
Yes.
That's why you have to
That's what
speak
I'm saying.
on the
That's
losses
what-
that he have.
That's what I'm saying.
And I think also like once the older we get, the younger generation comes up, and although we don't really care much about their opinion because their opinion is different than ours, and it's gonna be that, they then start to poo on our goats, but they can't poo on our goats if our goats don't give them a reason to. So if you keep putting out stuff that isn't impacting, they gonna say they ain't gonna never they are not gonna know the Wayne of like 2008, 2000.
It's-
Like they're not.
It's like Michael Jordan. I see what you're saying. It's
Wizards.
like watching Jordan.
Wizards.
Like
That's
if
it.
you watch Jordan from the Wizards, you be like, man, this
Man.
man, he was good. But
Yes.
how the hell he?
That's all.
But if you go watch Jordan from the Bulls, and you like, man, like you know what I'm saying? You like, God,
Yes.
man, this man on a
No,
whole nother
but
level.
but that to them, to the youngsters, I understand that.
right,
Yeah.
We know from that era. So
Right.
I respect that. That's them,
Yeah. Yeah. I see what you
right?
mean.
That's them. So some people, LeBron is the GOAT to the youngsters. Nobody saw Michael play.
LeBron
And
is
you
the
gotta
GOAT.
respect that.
Yeah, LeBron is the good.
I'm saying for us, like for the people in the upper up 20s, mid 30s that grew up with Wayne,
Right.
we know. We should not be, those are the ones that get me when they put
Bless
stain on
Thank
it.
you, sir.
I be like, man, y'all acting like this dude. Like, come on, I think Wayne raps because he don't know what else to do. I feel like he gets
Because
bored.
he loves it. Yeah. Because he
He
loves it.
likes
Yeah.
the craft.
Yeah.
And I mean, you gotta respect it.
Right? Because it's a craft where you necessarily can't technically get old enough to not do physically.
Yeah.
So he can always spit. Like Nas can always go in the booth. Jay-Z can always go in the booth
Yeah.
no matter how old they get.
Yeah.
You know, because you're always going to want to hear what they have to say.
Yeah.
And how they say it. So like, yeah, so I see what you're saying. I do see what you're saying. Ken, that necessarily
And they
doesn't mean you
gotta
have to
stop
stop.
saying, go
But
be
we
like
can't-
Jay-Z.
Yeah.
That thing gets on my nerve. Jay-Z is Jay-Z. There's not gonna be another
You're
Jay-Z.
right. You're right. If I said that, that's not.
Like,
you don't
because
want
they
to compare.
always,
Yes.
I be seeing on the Joe Budden podcast, they're like, look at Jay. Wayne is a different person.
Right.
Wayne likes
gotta
to
respect-
do
yeah,
that.
you gotta respect
That's
it.
what he likes.
You gotta respect it. You gotta respect
Everybody will look at okay, what Jay, Nas do, everybody do their own thing. We ain't gotta. We always do that. Look at Joe. I mean, like, come on, man.
Like, it's just it's a thing where you just need to compare. And once to T's point, you got to split hairs because once you go to greats, there's only a certain amount of greats, and then you just got to compare them. Then you just be like, well, look at what he's doing compared to what he's doing. But you let's be real. If Wayne, maybe the expectation is so high because he's saying Carter, he's using the Carter 6 or Carter. Because the level of expectation for a Carter album is so great
Right.
that whenever you hear Carter, you're expecting
Something that
yes.
crazy.
So
'cause-
maybe it's our fault for expecting that, but
Well,
Wayne is so great that he made us expect pure greatness.
right, but as a fan, how can you fault us for expecting that when
When
the
you
Carter
gave
was
us
fire,
yeah.
the Carter 2 was another step, the Carter 3 was just out of this world, the Carter 4 you was like, all right, Weezy. Carter 5 you was like, yeah, okay. And this year, the Carter 6 you like, okay, I got you. And it's like, you know, you expect a certain thing when you call it. If it wasn't going to be that, then just call it
Anything else?
No. Don't call it a dedication. Don't call
No,
it
anything
and
else.
Don't
Make
call
up
it.
something
Don't call
new.
it a drought. Don't call it none of that because I'm expecting something great. If it's
Correct.
something that, don't call it a no ceilings. Don't call it. Just call it the whatever tape.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, just something that don't.
That
but
way
don't
we
call-
have brand new expectations
Right,
and
don't-
we don't expect classics. Because
Right.
Carter's gave us that's your but I get it. But so you think Drake has overstayed?
I don't. I just had to go against you. I
Okay.
think that in my honest opinion, I feel like he's still making great music. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like he just has to continue to put out music in order to overcome this stigma that kind of been set up on him. And once he gets over that hump, and he's going to continue to, flourish. Everyone's
Do
going to
his
get
thing,
back
yeah.
to being like, because there's a lot of Drake albums. If you go to the club, you love. If you're in your car, you love. Or there's a Drake song for everything.
So Drake responded in the comments and said something about he felt like T-Pain has always had some kind of resentment towards him. And I'm wondering if that's Drake's go-to, where anytime somebody just disagrees with him, he automatically feels like someone is coming at his character. Like,
yeah.
why can't it just be like
Not like
Or maybe just, I guess he expect nobody to talk about him.
that could be T-Pain's opinion, but from it's like when someone says LeBron's like not your top 2 player in the NBA of all time. It's like, what? Because it's universally understood that this person deserves to be here, that they're that great. So when I say that, I put it to this, when T-Pain said that he felt like Drake overstayed his welcome, it's like, no, he's still putting out great music. He still has great albums. He still has a lot of great music still charting. Like, you know what I'm saying? He has a lot more great music to come. And it's like, for you to say that, is it just because of the fact that he lost to Kendrick?
And that's what it is. I think that's what it is.
So I can see what Drake being like, damn, bro, like,
And
be
plus,
real, like, just
yeah.
be real. The numbers say different than what you're saying.
Right,
Universally, it looks different.
Yeah.
Be real. It do like you drinking and you look stupid.
I think if Drake leave, the rap game gonna be boring. I think Drake is needed in the game because he still makes music that people could dance. I think he is still needed in this culture, no matter what goes on, because he is that guy.
He is that guy.
He's that guy, and you need him.
I was listening.
Like, you still like your raps and stuff, but he makes music for men, for women,
both.
for
Kids,
everything.
Yeah, for everybody. He makes
He
universal
is
music.
needed.
Bless you.
Bless you, bro. Must be the truth. That's how we look at it.
Bless you. Yeah, Drake is him. And I was
Multi-million.
sitting in the car listening to what I was listening to, Best I Ever Had, and I was listening to Work with Rihanna, Future, and Drake. And I was just listening to a bunch of Drake, and I was just like, this dude has been on a
tear
for years.
Yes.
And it's crazy how people forget that, I don't know.
How great you are.
How great you are.
For living off of the policy of what have you done for me lately?
Yes.
What have you done for me lately?
And not even just that, because it's the thing of like,
right.
you're so great
Mm-hmm.
that when you put out great, it doesn't awe us no more because you've made great normal for you.
Right.
So that's like, oh, this is another hit. That's just Drake.
Or it's
like, bro, no, it's hard to create these hits back. Like, it's crazy.
It doesn't wow you like
it used to.
Like when you first used to hear music back in the day, you used to hear certain music and certain songs, and it would just wow you. And when you're like, wow, this is a hit.
When you saw a Drake feature, you was like, or a Wayne feature, you was like, oh, I can't wait to hear this. Oh my God.
I'm still like that, bro.
Stay Scheming.
I'm still like that.
That
bro.
feature is still probably one of the greatest features with Drake on that.
Or remember when you heard that Lil Wayne off of that with the Soldier with T.I. and Destiny Child? And he's like, every time she hit my name, she salute. Man, everybody was on that, man.
Yeah. No, they're deserving of their. So we all agree that Drake has not overstayed.
I agree that Drake. I agree that no artist can and will overstay their welcome. Just gotta create.
I disagree with
You
that.
just have to continue to create music, and sometimes you have to recreate yourself to get a new audience in order to push yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Further
in a new
and
way.
get bigger.
Yeah, and that's all. Sometimes you got to take a step back to go forward. That's all.
I just think Drake didn't know what he was gonna get once he made it to the top.
Huh?
I don't think he understood what it meant once he made it to the top.
But in his raps, he said he did.
No. I don't think he understand what happens when you get to the top where he at. Like, he don't like critiques. He don't like people talking about him. He's very sensitive. He like a KD
That's
in the
all
rap
artists,
game,
bro.
in the thing. Like, once you get to that top, people gonna shoot.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's all right to don't even respond. But
Yeah.
Drake is like KD. I noticed that they respond to everything.
Yeah.
Anything you say, them boys gonna make sure. And sometimes, like, man, let them people talk.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm y'all ready for a new Drake album?
I want to hear a Drake rap album. I don't want to hear a Drake
He
R&B
ain't gonna never
album
give you that,
or
bro.
a Drake love album. I want to hear him rap.
I think Certified Lover Boy was a rap album.
Certified Lover Boy.
No, not
No,
really.
it had. Well, yeah, it had.
Nah.
But it's not gonna be all rap, bro. I don't think he's gonna ever give you all 20 songs or all 12 songs.
I don't
of pure
need.
rap.
Give me.
What's the ratio?
Give me.
for you to be
just give
satisfied?
me 8 to 12 songs. Maybe 8 to 10 to 12 songs. I'm gonna say that.
I know Drake is a numbers guy. See, when
But
Drake
once you get
go,
to that level, that's why you have to compare
yeah, he
yourself.
be doing numbers. So that's why Drake would now put out an all rap, because he's for the crowd.
It's for everybody.
He need clubs. He need clubs playing his song. He need the brothers playing this song. He need the female saying, Kiki, do you love? That boy is a numbers guy. Because guess what? He not competing with rap because he not competing with rap people. Because rap people not on his numbers.
He
with the Madonnas and the Beatles. That's what he trying to compete.
I understand
He
that.
trying to do them
But
numbers.
right now, from the L he just took, and he my boy. He
took a L?
He need to.
But
No, in my opinion, he won. In my opinion, Drake won.
No, you just say he took
From the
a L.
W, Drake.
He
from-
just
from-
say. He just, okay.
It's all right. You know
I was
how T
talking
is.
about.
You know how T is.
I was talking
You know how T
about.
is.
I was talking about him just whooping your boy, but you just have to get back to the ground level, shake it back up, bro. Build your foundation, and create a new house. That's what I think he should do, and that's what I think he's going to do, because he's still that dude, man. And think about it. Music is not as consumable, or as
I think it's even.
I
think
want to
it's more
say
consumable now.
as I want to say valuable as it used to be. Because think about it, now more people.
Maybe not valuable, but consumable. Yeah, because it's so much. It's so much more accessible.
Yeah, but you're competing with audio. You're competing with not audio, but you're competing
Niggas
with
said
books.
audio. That's what
I know,
music
understand,
is.
but I'm sorry, but you're competing with books. I meant to say you're competing with a lot of other mediums and platforms. You know what I'm saying? That takes away people's attention to say that they're not just going to stream music. all day.
Music number one, my boy.
I don't know if it's number one.
Everybody
but
listen to music.
I know Drake has been the highest streaming rapper. I saw this thing on X like for the last. I want to say even it was either 10 years or 9 years. He's been the highest streaming artist every year for the past 9 years. So even in the year he lost to Kendrick, he was still the highest stream rap artist. So Drake
'Cause he
only
won.
lost in the eyes of
Black
You-
people.
rappers. No,
You?
yeah, he lost in my eyes.
He lost to you?
Hell yeah.
He lost to you?
Yeah.
Yeah. To me, you won, bro.
So TB line.
I'm
So-
serious.
He
So-
only won Meek Mill
Because
beat.
when I say I hit you back, it's a lot safer. I promise.
Y'all heard about B. Simone?
Don't change the subject on me like that. Don't do that. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me.
It's enough.
Be Simone Wilder.
Have you heard about B. Simone?
I did hear about it. And this is my thing. This is my thing. And when I heard her speak, bro, like, it's the comments for me, because I knew they was about to come for her. But at the same time, it's like, she's not saying she's broke. She's just saying, like, she don't have as much liquid to spend on, the stuff that she, it's still cool. That, I can say it's still, the fact that she still can go shop at H&M and spend a whole bunch of money on clothes at H&M, that's still a flex.
Yeah, but she said she broke in the rich people's eyes, not in our eyes.
Right, that's
Like
what I'm
with
saying.
her peers, yeah, she broke.
I'm saying, but that's the thing. We always talk about it. Comparison is a thief of joy. She needs to stop comparing herself and just, like I say, continue to work and get herself back to where she was. Because she's still, you know what I'm saying? She's still making money. She's still wealthy. She's still rich.
I think the thing would be Simone her wave pass.
You think
Let me
And she didn't save her money.
Let me play this right
'Cause-
quick.
But no,
Have
but
it,
she
like,
did.
to
But she
spit.
said she did. She don't have the liquid. So I mean, she made good
play-
investments. She just don't have the money to spend like how she wants to. You know what I'm saying?
Let me play this right quick for the audience. This is what she said. Well, this is clipped up.
Just my finances. Like the budgeting. You see how I am nitpicking every little thing.
Never
I've
like that.
never been like that. We were in Bloomingdale's yesterday. I'm like, we have to go to H&M.
Yeah. you did.
Like I notice it in me now, just nitpicking. And it's not even, I just don't have it like to spend the
Yeah.
liquid.
Yeah.
I'm used to having liquid. I'm used to seeing a certain amount in my account.
But you're
See, I think the
Just
problem. I don't think the problem is that she was humble enough to say that, because that takes a lot.
that takes a lot.
brave, right?
Yeah.
It takes a lot to be that brave to confess that you don't have and you feel like you have to
Right.
downgrade from your lifestyle. But it's like, first of all, I don't know why H&M is the downgrade, because H&M is fire. I shop at H&M, and obviously I know I ain't got Huck on the money, but H&M is fire to me. And two,
Agreed.
it's a thing where she was just talking down a few years back on 9 to 5ers or people that
She did.
But
weren't
yeah.
like on her level type stuff. And not, but
that didn't have nothing to do with this though. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what
I
people
think-
brought back. That's what people been playing on video.
but that's what I thought it was unfair. Like, how do y'all just compare
Man,
that to this?
but you know
Like,
how the internet
she's
is?
still rich, my G. You know what I'm saying? Compared to most
we don't
people.
know. We don't know. Oh, compared to most people,
Yeah, because she said amongst her peers. So amongst her peers, that's a lot of rich
That's
people.
what I'm saying. Amongst her peers,
So, like, to
she's
that-
broke. We judging off her peers. We're not judging because of us. I'm judging her because
I'm
of
not
the
judging
peers.
at all. I think go ahead, man.
I think it's because she opened her mouth and talked such a big game. That's why whenever you're at the top of the mountain, you shouldn't look down on people. Because when your turn comes to come down, people aren't going to be as graceful to you. I
That is true.
respect her for being brave enough to say it, but I understand why the internet is going kind of like, we don't feel sorry for you just because of your ways before this. Because it seems like she's turned a new leaf. She's a Christian now, what I've been seeing, and she's very more involved in the word and whatnot. So she's more down to earth, which I respect. But it's like, I get it. Because you look down on people when you were up. So now that you're down with us, it's like, we don't feel sorry for you.
See, this is my thing. I don't think when she did that, I don't think she was looking down. I thought she was just giving her preference. You know what I'm saying? Which is what most people in the world have. We all have preferences, right? So I hate how people just would bring this up in a time where she's being vulnerable. She's letting people know, what's going on in her life, and it's like, me personally, regardless of what's going on in my life, I probably wouldn't, put it out there like that, but that's what she decided to do. So and she's not saying I'm flat broke. I don't have it at all. I'm just no. What she's saying is, I got some investments and and I'm not working to the point where it's
she's
not.
just saying it's not. She ain't got what she used
I
to.
feel like
people are messed
sometimes
up for that, bro. That's
it's
crazy.
good to keep your stuff to yourself. That's
Right.
why I don't like saying nothing. Just keep your business to yourself.
Right.
Because regular folks like us do not care when a rich person goes broke. We don't care.
Right.
Oh, hey, man, we over
had
here
it.
struggling.
You had it, yeah.
We do this every day.
Right.
We go to Zara too.
And H&M.
We go to H&M. Hey, why we gonna cry? I gotta pay the light bill. We over here putting 200 together to make 200. That's why some stuff I feel like Simone always does that. She always gives extra information. I think some stuff is just to keep to yourself. And there's another clip of her where she asked her friend.
I got that too. I got that.
Did you hear that one?
I got it.
I have
Look,
this
I got it. Got it.
Let me hear this.
opportunity, and I called you and I told you about it. And
crazy.
you were just
All right.
recently. I have this opportunity, and I called you and I told you about it. And you were just like, okay. And you called me back.
I called her right back, y'all. I was
And
so
you were
convicted.
like-
I was so convicted.
You were like, I didn't like how I felt when you told me that. And I was like, what do you mean? You were like, I don't know what it is. I'm talking this out in real time. But whatever it is, I don't like what I felt. And I said, did you feel jealous? And you were like, I don't think I feel jealous.
Because we went through all the emotions. She's like, are you angry? Are you sad? Are you jealous? I was like, I'm not jealous because I don't want what you have. I'm sad and I'm angry and I'm upset that I'm not doing it with me.
Yeah.
Like, we're not working together.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have that. Y'all, let me tell you something. Anybody that's in my circle, I want to work with you. I want to put you on. I'm putting you in position. I like doing it together.
You do.
How can we do this together? How can we make money together? How can we build together? How can we grow together? How can we all pitch in together? How can we be millionaires I want to do it together.
Yeah.
And there was a point in my life where I had that and it was crumbled. So I feel like since that has ended, that season, I've always yearned for it again. But it's just been a season of solitude for 2 damn years.
Maybe the longest season ever.
The longest season ever.
Yeah.
And I think, I know that's what it was. But I was so convicted. I called you right back. I was like, that's not right.
Yeah.
Like, your friend, she just told me she was doing something so bomb.
Yeah.
So great. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, I was like, that's disgusting.
So
Damn. So what she was basically kind of, I guess, trying to say is that she wasn't receiving other people's
success.
Well, yeah, success because she wasn't achieving also. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like I said, I understand.
I think that's jealousy.
I think it's jealousy too, but I think you need to give her props for being accountable and
Yeah.
recognizing that. That's why I don't like when the internet did that to her, because I was like, I don't see nothing wrong, because that's a real feeling people have.
Yeah.
But the thing, the what got me was, okay, she being accountable because she on the podcast. Did she tell her friend that personally in her ear? Because from the
yeah, she did. She said she was telling the story. She was telling the story.
No, she was telling the story in there.
No, but she said she called her back and she's like, I don't like what I did. I don't like how that sounded. So I'm
Oh, I thought she
she
meant that she
redid it,
said, I don't
yeah.
like how I did while she was on the podcast.
no on the phone. She said whenever the friend told her on the phone, and she was like, oh, okay. And then they hung up. She called her back and she felt convicted. She called her back and was like, I don't like what I did. So basically, you know what? I'm sorry, but shout
Give
out
the
to
girl
you for
some
being,
credit, Ken.
for being whatever. That's what I got. People were hating. I'm like, I don't know how that's being
I
a
think-
bad
I-
friend.
I think
People
that-
Because I
have those
felt like when
emotions.
if that's your best friend and they call you, even though you don't, and they call you, you're supposed to be happy. No matter what you're going through.
But-
That like tea with the juice. If we broke and T say, hey man, I'm going through the juice, and I just, hey man, all right, that's good T. No, I felt bad. I'm sorry, T. That it still feels bad because on the first reaction I called you, I needed you to give me the first emotion.
because
first.
you're not gonna forget that first
I'm
reaction.
not gonna forget it.
Right.
I although I understand you're not
I
gonna forget
completely
it.
understand what he's saying.
Me too. I
Yeah.
get what he's saying, but it doesn't. We're humans, bro,
Right.
and you can't tell someone's don't know what they're going through how to react. If I reacted that way and it was bad, granted, and I don't even check back up with you and like call you back and be like, you know what, I'm sorry. I get that, but if I admit and acknowledge like, nah, that was messed up. I'm sorry, dog.
Okay.
Shout out
Right.
to you. It's
Okay.
not. It's not nothing you're doing. It's something within me that needs to be fixed.
Correct.
And so that's why I'm calling you back to shout you out.
Okay, but what if that girl been her main supporter? What if that girl every
But we
time
don't
be
know.
some
We
more
added
call?
stuff. We don't know that. We don't know that.
If you did you watch the episode?
No.
I did watch it. That girl used to support B.
Yeah.
And every time B got something, man, I'm proud. Man, I'm proud because she offered to help B when she was going through with the little money situation, and she denied it. She didn't want it.
Who beat Simone tonight?
Yeah, she didn't want because she felt. I don't know. She might have felt like she
Ego. Probably ego.
and that's what I said. But that's what the girl said. I tried. I was supporting you, but when it was your turn, now the tables turned.
You mad? Or you jealous? But I feel like it's not right, but it's okay to feel that.
I understand. No, I'm not saying it's wrong.
No, you
But
are.
I'm saying if me, you best friends, right? Even if you human, you got
We are
to
human.
find it in your ways to put that pride so much to the side and just be happy.
Right, for your
Even
friend.
if me and you, we grew up, you just gotta find it. Because even if you tell me, my bad, I'm human,
I'm not gonna forget that
I ain't
reaction.
gonna never forget that.
Right.
But
I see what he's saying.
Because
That's
I
crazy.
supported you through the thing.
Because
But
like he's going on the second like apron of psychological, you know what I'm saying? Thinking like, and I see what you're saying, like, because I agree. I'm not gonna forget you being like, but then you calling me like, man, but I will appreciate if I have the emotional intelligence or the maturity to be like, you know, you calling me back and be like, man, I'm sorry, bro. I'm just because that does mean something. But
That's what I'm saying.
it does mean a lot. I agree with you, bro. But I agree with Ken too. Like, I'm not gonna forget. Like, damn, man. Like, there was a moment my friend was really like
I mean,
jealous
no.
of me.
And knowing me, I ain't gonna tell you nothing no more.
after that,
I'm
you
not
ain't never
telling you
sharing.
nothing no more.
Cause it
Because
killed,
even-
it killed your it killed
It
your
killed
joy.
me because in my
That's
head,
crazy.
it go always play. You feel something. You feel.
But is that? So you mean tell me you're my best friend and I can't be human with you?
I'm not saying you can't.
No, but you're telling me you're gonna punish me for being human.
No, what he's saying is
because now you're gonna punish me by not sharing good news with me.
No,
I messed up.
because
Forgive me.
because
I acknowledge I messed up.
because the time that he gave you good information, you gave him bad energy.
I
So
understand that.
right. Even if you acknowledge it, bro,
No,
he
but I'm-
still felt bad energy.
I
So-
get it.
so I'm
not-
Especially if I supported all of your things.
Right,
I'm
and
not-
I'm giving you
Even
great
if-
energy,
Oh man, all the way through.
free labor.
First of all, we don't know that. If we don't know, but
You gotta watch the
correct.
podcast.
Correct. But she could have been given good fake energy to the friend. Through your,
Bro.
but we don't know that. I'm saying she could
You
have
was
faked
still,
through it.
even if I still faked it, you was still successful through everything I did for you until, you know what I'm saying? And when we separated, like he was talking about, right? And I took a step up. You know what I mean? And I told you about it because at the end of the day, even though we're not working together, we're still real friends. You supposed, man, your reaction is not supposed to be like, okay. No, it's supposed to be like,
I know
all
it's-
right, bro, yeah. Even if you gotta fake the funk. Because you know what? That person right there was with me through thick and thin.
Don't get me wrong, I get it. But I also don't think we should punish people for being human.
Agreed.
You hold the right.
Agreed.
I'm
But
not
you
saying
can't tell
wrong.
me how to react.
I'm not telling you how to react.
Yes, you are. You're telling me not to punish you for being human. And I'm telling you the way you react, I'm not gonna forget that. And I'm gonna always look at you differently.
But
so
that's
why would I
fine.
tell you any more good news if I feel like if I tell you anything, I'm gonna get a bad response from you.
But that's the thing about that is, now I get it if you do it again and I do it again. If I do it one time, that's like saying if me and you have a relationship and I mess up one time, you throwing me to the wolves. That don't even make no sense to me.
Bro,
That don't even make sense to me.
Some people break up with their significant other after cheating after one time.
And I don't think that's you're being emotionally mature, making those decisions.
Hey, bro,
but I can't tell nobody
that's
how to react.
Right. That's
Correct.
That's what I was just saying.
Correct.
I can't tell you how to react.
You're
so you
right,
can't
but
tell him how to react to you coming up flat after he thought he bought a brand new soda and just opened it.
That was a terrible metaphor because I don't even get it.
Think about it. You're a flat soda. Nigga, if you just bought a
Okay,
soda
okay.
from the store and you bring it out and it's flat and it's not carbonated, you could be disappointed.
It's like I'm just saying, as a friend, it don't
Over
matter,
your head,
man.
man.
You
I
just
guess. That's why you
just
bald.
be happy. If you be happy,
Right.
No, I get it. No,
because
I
I
get
tell
it.
you, jealousy and envy is hard. Because in that podcast, she got another clip too where the girl would be Simone asking her, "You think I've been a good friend?" And I don't think that girl.
Was being honest.
Yes. Because there was a clip, another one where they talk about her grandmother, and when B Simone kept saying, "Be honest, you think I was a good friend?" And she keep pausing. Because I'm guessing she thinking what
Right.
to say before because she don't want to look bad. But when she gave the scenario, yes, B Simone was a bad friend. I felt like B Simone, when she was at her height, she was looking up, she was looking at all the minions. And I felt like she was the top dog.
And now that she
So everybody, not basically, just bow down to me. I'm the dog.
She was like a horrible
Top dog.
star.
That's what I think.
Right.
She was she wasn't, I ain't gonna say she was a horrible
Give
friend.
me some green M&Ms.
But she wasn't,
Right.
she wasn't that friend. And that girl she's not being honest.
But we can't speak for her.
Right.
We can't speak for her.
That's why I
body
wish she
language
would have
says a lot,
opened up.
though. Body language says, because if you think about it, if you ask him, I'm like, Ken, do you think that Brian's a good friend? I mean, a good brother? What you gonna say?
I'm gonna say, yeah.
Immediately. That didn't have to hesitate, but he didn't have to think about like,
And
brother.
when she thought about that, that's when I like, okay.
Well, the thing about it is too, if you go through enough with someone, there will be ups and downs.
true.
So I feel like if asking her, "Are you a good?" is so broad that I might have to.
But if you love someone, you just don't treat them bad.
But you treat people bad that you love all the
Oh, how
time.
I feel so sad.
We've all treated our moms. Wait, I'm saying like we've all been rude to our moms unintentionally out of frustration or whatever the case. But doesn't mean I love my mom any less. I've overreacted whenever my mom has told me something that I just didn't agree with. That don't mean I love my mom any less,
Yep,
or
yep.
my bro, or you,
Yeah, but
or my wife. That don't make
We
sense.
talk
to me.
about, I'm saying friend, dude.
But I'm saying if
saying
your
friend.
mom is number one and you have
Yes.
crossed line with your mom, a friend
Yes.
is number 10.
But
so I
you're
don't see-
attached to your mom
Yes,
no matter
that
what.
no matter what. That
Your
I'm about to say,
friend, there's
that-
no
yeah,
blood.
there
There's no.
ain't
Only
nothing
thing
there.
that attach y'all is love, my boy.
That's it. Hey, that's
Love
it.
and loyalty, my boy.
Yeah.
Your mama, that's gonna always be your mama.
That's your mama. Yeah,
That's that.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
that tagged. That right there, your friend. You can always go, bro. We outgrow friends all the time.
Every time. And the ones that you do stay friends with, man,
That's
hey, man,
love.
You got,
That's
you know what I'm
loyalty.
saying? It's just support, man. Even if you feel, it doesn't hurt nobody to say, man, nice, good. But I understand envy and jealousy is a big thing. It's a big thing.
My thing with it is just, it's real.
It's real.
I think it's real, and I think it's more real of a friend. So y'all, I disagree with y'all, but I understand y'all point where you have the right to react however you want to react. If you don't want to tell me nothing positive after I react that way, I get it. But I also look at it as like, I respect you for being honest enough to tell me that you felt a certain way about me confessing a success with you and you react. You have to allow people to be human. That's what I'm saying. Because to expect someone to be always in par with what you expect from them is insane behavior. Because we're human. We're not all happy always. And I don't know. It doesn't excuse it, but that's just the reality of the situation. We're human. And would you tell me I'm supposed to just not feel that? It's crazy to me.
Hey, man.
Hey, no, you can feel how you feel,
you.
but you can't control how people react.
That's a fact.
You know, that's all.
And I
it
guess
is to it.
I feel like if that then
But you do get
forces a friend to separate, if that action would have then tore them apart, then that means that then they weren't meant to be friends. I feel.
No. That's
Yeah.
another no.
Because I'm saying
If
you're not
you've been
willing- if
friends
you're not
with
willing-
somebody for 20 years, that don't mean you wasn't meant to be friends.
What I'm saying is, and we can't get over that. Like, if now you're not gonna share no good news with me because you feel I'm gonna react this way, and now you all the time don't share no successes with me or don't share no good times with me. We're gradually going to start going our separate ways, and I guess that's okay. We had our run for 20 years, and I guess since you can't get over that because you have the right to feel that way, and and the way I reacted is just the way I reacted. And that means we might not meant to be friends anymore from that point.
I can agree with
forward.
that. I can agree with that.
That's it. That's how I feel.
I ain't got nothing to say to that.
Cause I don't see her. You know what I'm saying? I be human, man. They had a guy in Georgia who was awarded $75 million after a routine chiropractic visit left him permanently paralyzed with locked-in syndrome.
Was that the one that were pushing on? That were pushing on the back?
I don't know, but this is how the guy ended up. And he sued and won $75 million.
It makes
Now-
you not want to
Now
go to
what?
chiropractor.
What they did again? What they did?
Georgia man awarded $75 million after a routine chiropractic visit left him permanently paralyzed. So I guess the chiropractor might have stepped on the. I don't know what he did. All I'm saying is $75 million is not gonna cut it.
Next story.
I feel like
Next story. I can't do it, bro.
7.
I used to go to the chiropractor.
That's why I don't like going. I don't want to go because I be scared when the people crack your balls, man. They ain't no
it-
need.
it looks good.
It helps, bro.
I know I believe it.
Chiropractors it's a really good thing, I promise you. But like that story right there is really scary.
And I think it's rare.
because it's
I don't think that happens often.
it's what most people think when you go to the chiropractor. Oh, they're gonna crack me to the point where I ain't gonna be able to move. Like, but no, most chiropractors know what they're doing and they really help your body, son. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you don't realize one of your legs are shorter than the other because you might have whatever it is. You know, they'll fix that. They'll align your you know what I'm saying, your L's and your L1s and 3s and
Whenever
stuff
they be
like
putting
that.
them people necks on YouTube and stuff, I'd be like, it looks like it would feel good, but it's also scary.
It is, bro. But like, say, just breathe. It really does help the body because your
I
body
believe
is
it.
like because sometimes you might have bad posture.
Yeah,
and
I
by
have
bad
bad
posture,
posture.
you know, it's putting you. You know what I'm saying? Cause certain aches and stuff like that. Like I said, going to the chiropractor, I think that it is helpful. I don't want to knock them for this because that chiropractor right there must have been on something crazy.
Mistakes happen. It's just that's a terrible mistake.
No,
That's
that-
a bad
that-
mistake.
that-
That
is
does
like-
not
That
a
doesn't
mistake.
happen often, bro.
Ooh-wee.
That doesn't
It's
happen
rare.
often.
It's rare. It's rare. That's what I'm saying. It's rare, but geez, I'm cricket.
I thought that was the video because I saw a video of the person that was pushing them on their back, like stretching them, and they pushed too far out, and all you hear pop, and the person just stayed like this, and she was. I thought it was him. Broke his pop the hip bone connected to the spine. I mean, that was loud.
Geez, I'm cricket.
I said, man, hey man.
Last episode, me and Ty talked about like what cosmetic surgeries would you do? I said I would get the shin implants to get a little bit taller. Yeah, I want to be taller, and the hair implants for my hair. Ty, what'd you say?
I said I'm perfect.
And then after you said what?
But the thing
still
is, bro,
perfect.
if you have a child with implants, your child gonna be.
Your same height.
Yeah, but I'm not short.
He'll be a little dude.
I just want to be taller.
But
He's still gonna be like 6 feet though.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not short.
You don't mind that.
so what you trying to go? How high you trying to go?
6'3", 6'4".
Trying to go up there.
Yeah, I'm trying to get up there. I'm 5'11" right now. I just need
Trying to
five
get up
more
there.
feet. The dude was on Vlad that did the. I guess I don't know if he was the first person to ever do it, but he went on Vlad and talked about doing it. And now it's been a year or so since everything, and I see him walking up. My boy, he's straight.
Does he look like a T-Rex?
What do you mean?
Can he play basketball?
Like he got
He
small.
was playing basketball.
He got small arms. Is his
No,
small?
he looked regular. He looked like a regular dude.
Wow.
Damn.
That's
So
scary.
I'd be taller. Back
I think I would just do like, hair
Yeah.
because forehead. Like I don't think you could do nothing with that.
You can
No.
probably
That's
push
what-
the hair forward. You can be like
That's
this.
it. That's it.
forward.
Yeah. If you bring the hair
I'll
forward,
bring
the
it forward.
forehead ain't that bad.
But I ain't doing nothing else.
Nothing else?
No, I ain't trying to put
Eyes,
nothing.
nose.
No.
No?
That was
Because
wrong with my dog
I-
eyes. What's wrong with his nose?
I'm just asking. Those are the normal stuff people get.
That just looked like it hurt, man. I ain't.
Yeah, the recovery's got to
No,
be crazy.
man.
Yeah, that doing that to your foot, your leg. That.
Then it's crazy. If I put them in my knee, I
know
go
what?
from 5'8", 5'7", all the way to 6 foot. I look crazy.
Nah,
Cause look
but-
at my arms.
But I think they proportionate. I don't think they unproportion you.
Could you
to the-
undo it after a certain point? Because if I can undo it, I'd probably get a BBL.
Nah, that's too much work.
A BBL.
I'd get a BBL.
Explain.
Like,
I ain't Kanye.
I walk around with the big butt for a little while.
What are the benefits of that, T?
I don't know.
When you sit down, you got more cushion.
Might make me taller.
Hey, on the pod when we had Ron and them on here, Ty said I think a boy asked him, Supreme asked him or Ron, if you would have sex with a girl in a room if Diddy paid you $100,000, but Diddy was able to stay in the room and watch, right? And then Supreme was like, but would you stay what if Diddy came and smacked you on the butt while you doing it?
Good job, champ.
Yeah. Ty said he didn't put, as long as he don't put a finger in there, he
Put his
good.
finger in my ass. I'm good.
So the BBL, Ty might have like a butt
yeah, so
fetish
if
type
his
stuff.
finger does kind of slip a little bit, he try to grab me. He got a long way to go.
Oh, speaking of Diddy, that's crazy. They dropped the sex trafficking charge. They dropped 3 charges.
Yeah,
Good
but they
job,
say he still
Did.
might do jail time.
He still might do life. But the
Damn,
fact that yeah. He said, yeah.
Damn.
2 of the 3 charges still hold a life sentence. 3 of the 2
But what's the other one?
that he still has, that they dropped.
for life.
I don't know.
I still don't know what did he done. This the crazy thing about it.
neither.
I don't know what has he
Me
done.
neither.
I've never seen somebody in jail this long that we don't know what they done.
That's crazy.
BBL Diddy. BBL.
Sorry, Kelly had to go to the medic. He had
Yeah, man, they tried to
blood
kill R.
clots.
Kelly. Free R. Kelly, man. Free R.
Yeah.
Kelly till we see R. Kelly.
If Tory ain't get free, then he got stabbed up.
But if Tory
way
has
too
a
many
state case.
times.
That's a state case. It's different.
Doesn't R. Kelly do too?
Nah, he has a federal case from what I understand.
R. Kelly been doing damage since 1991, boy. That boy is federal. That boy is federal.
They dropped the racketeering, the sex trafficking, and they dropped one more. And Diddy refused to go on the stand to make his, to go on the stand. I think they're confident that they're gonna drop it. And we can leave after this. What do y'all think happens if Diddy comes out? Like if they let him out on time served, what happens?
Can't stop, won't stop.
Right.
You know,
Bad
you know
boy,
that
baby.
that boy coming with vengeance for everybody.
Wouldn't you though?
Hey, Jay-Z, everybody. I think Kim Porter.
She's
Porter
dead,
passed
bro.
away.
Rest in
Well,
peace.
he might go to the coffin.
But
Oh,
why?
I'm outta
Why?
here.
No, man.
Man,
No.
I'm
then
out.
he might
End
go
it.
to his son too, because
End
he
it.
put out that trash music.
And
I didn't hear.
You
it.
heard
I
that new
with-
music
with-
his
with
son put
Kanye.
out?
no, I'm not gonna trash Diddy
Oh,
because Diddy,
man.
man, Diddy might sign us.
But
man.
What you so fake? You are so fake.
I don't care.
You are so fake.
Hey,
Boy, Diddy
I
coming
ain't trying to be
out.
signed by Diddy. Respectfully.
He-
I ain't trying to be signed by
hey, if
Tell
Diddy.
Diddy
you.
came to us with a nice
Man.
deal, we would take
I'm good.
Man, Diddy
We
had
are
Q
good.
crying.
take that,
Huh?
take that.
Diddy had Q crying. From day 26, had that boy boo-hooing on Blade.
Nah, I'm good, bro.
That man
we
almost
good.
sacrificed, bro.
Bro, we good.
That what he said?
If you was almost sacrificed, you'd be crying too. We had you in the email.
But if he got sacrificed, but I thought Q was gonna say he got molested while he was being
Oh
sacrificed.
yeah, I thought they like.
Q said, did it?
sacrifice. Wait, what?
Yeah, did he put him to sleep or something? He was about to sacrifice with
Yeah,
that
took a
lamp,
drug
cut
at a
him up or
party and
something.
then woke up. People had camera phones on.
I think what happened,
But
Q took
everybody
too
denied
much
that
pill.
it happened, and there's no camera footage of it happening.
Man, day 26, them boys was on it on Vlad.
Yeah,
So Diddy
should
coming
have
over.
called him day 31 on Vlad because they
You ain't
was
lying,
they was
boy.
at the end of the road, Mikey. My
That's
boy.
crazy. Last one, because I forgot to mention this too. What do y'all think with the Tyler Perry charges? The dude that
I think that's bull. I seen a text message that came out that he released. Man, that stuff look crazy.
But let me tell you something. Boy, Tyler out here doing damage, boy. I don't care what nobody say.
I think Tyler digging
Boy,
holes
Tyler
in
is
those-
doing-
holes.
Tyler,
Boy, Tyler
I
is
think-
slinging iron everywhere.
But I think that was a consensual. I don't think Tyler forced that.
Yeah,
man.
yeah, no, I think it was consensual.
I think that boy lost his job and got mad.
Let me tell you, everybody, Tyler's the only one who don't want to say he bi. I think Tyler just got that woman because he
pretend?
needed a legacy. No, he needs a legacy. He
Tyler,
needs
come
somebody
sign
to
us, Tyler.
leave. Because he's only child, if I'm not mistaken, from his mother.
I don't know.
I'm signing us for the podcast.
And so he needed somebody to leave all this to, and he got a son. But then he told the girl, hey, go ahead about your business. You got everything. Tyler about slinging iron in the wrong hole.
See y'all do that? Y'all
No,
ruined Drake signings. Y'all now y'all about to ruin Tyler Perry
No,
signings.
no. I like
Y'all about to
Tyler.
ruin
I like
Diddy
Tyler, too.
signings.
He about to put out my deal and
wait,
Netflix
it's gonna be
right
hard for
now.
us to get signed, bro.
I'm saying I like Tyler. I don't
just
want Tyler
feel
Diddy,
like some of
straight.
these
How,
people-
how much do you like Tyler?
Here you go.
I
That's
just
crazy
feel
work.
That's
like
crazy. You had to think about it.
people
That's
got
crazy
to
work.
live in their truth.
Living your truth. Living your truth.
Just live. If you like guys, this is a new era. You like them. If you buy, you like. Let me tell you, there's no way Tyler Perry. Let me tell you, a man who talk like Tyler Perry.
This man
Hey,
get passionate.
for real. Hey, the way he put his lips when he talk,
Wow.
you
That's
know.
no,
you
dog.
buy-
That's
You
crazy.
know.
That's crazy.
You know that boy
man,
licking.
Ain't no woman wants to hear. Yeah, oh yeah, my man like me too. Ain't no woman want to tell nobody.
First of all, Tyler don't have no. Tyler is a billionaire. He don't got nobody.
That's true.
He can do whatever he
Whatever
wants.
he wants.
Just live your truth.
That's a
No.
fact.
Just stop hiding. They always hiding. Stop
Get me
hiding.
out of here, man. Y'all ruining people that can sign
And,
us.
and I think that white man,
Oh,
he
here we
was
go.
just mad that he didn't get no money.
That's what I'm saying. That's
Like,
what I'm saying.
and-
He
but
probably
the-
lost his job or whatever the case.
But you watch Arc Dialogue?
Oh, I haven't seen.
Well, you know, Dr. Umar, that's my guy.
Well, you
Dr.
know
Umar
Umar.
said something real straight, and he said it right. He said Tyler Perry got the same as Smokey Robinson and Shannon Sharp. They don't pay their lovers. Y'all keep underpaying these lovers. That's why these lovers be coming out the
Duh.
woodwork talking about
Now
this, that.
Shannon Sharp can't sign us. Man, get me out of here.
T, stop.
It's
Go. If
true.
you gotta go, T.
No.
Go.
It's
If you
true,
need to
though.
Go
I'm
ahead.
trying to get signed.
Shucks.
No, but it's true.
Let the man talk,
Because-
The man getting it off his chest. You trying to stop him.
If Shannon would have paid that girl more than what she was asking
Wow.
for, hush. Get it. She
Nah,
wanted a
but
house.
she asked for
wanted
$10 million. That's too much.
Before it got to that, oh, what you want? Maybe she just said, Shannon, can you send me extra $2,000? Yeah. Hey, that's what Dr. Umar said. Dr. Umar said, if you got a side, pay it.
Yeah.
If he asking for $15,000 and you smashing his booty, pay it.
crazy.
Because then this happened.
Yeah, but I mean, sometimes even if you pay them, then they get greedy.
But the
Do
problem
yours
with
get
these,
greedy?
You probably shouldn't make a commitment and say I'm gonna do this X, Y, and Z for you, because then they expect it, and then when you don't get it, then that's why the dude was probably like, because Tyler in the text message was talking about how I like your vision for your show or whatever the case. I see where you're going. We got to get this somewhere. And Tyler was probably selling the dream. Once he got the booty, Tyler was like, nah, I'm good. I'm good on that.
no, according to the text,
Y'all are ruining us.
they didn't hold no sexual intercourse.
We're ruined.
The dude said,
Dr. Umar, he read that text completely. Dr. Umar said, Ark. What he said is that he got in the bed and touched him, but
Well, there
never
you go.
penetrated.
there you go. That's
never
that's
penetrated.
That's still bad.
No, man, he pay your side pieces.
Yeah, no.
No.
Take
Take
care of him.
of him.
Take care of him. Take care of him.
But the problem with these people in power, they feel like they got power so they could do what they want with regular people.
Yeah.
And we in a different era now that you getting sued.
I'm trying to get
Now,
a sign.
he
yo.
won 260. That's just crazy. No, that's just
Yeah,
diabolical.
260 is crazy because
That is crazy. This
what-
nigga
what-
want to hang out with Jeff Bezos. Like, this is just
It's
crazy.
gonna be hard to get us signed, y'all. I'm sorry.
Like what?
I know for everybody who
These
loves this
people
show,
be
I love
coming
it
up
too.
with ridiculous payments.
hey,
We
Like that-
finally
hey,
get this man back,
Hey,
and you
if
see what he do to
Cassie-
us.
If Cassie only asked for 50,
But
or
Cassie
30,
got
and,
kicked.
yeah, and she deserved it.
Well, that
She
white
deserved
boy
it.
got kicked. If he got if he got a video of Tyler Perry kicking him,
You deserve it.
you deserve that 260. Cause that's a big dude. Tyler's
yeah.
a big dude.
Yeah.
Now if
Yeah.
Tyler kicking you like that,
Yeah. Cassie got whooped. So Cassie deserved that plus more. Whatever she deserved.
Had Cassie
Oh, boy.
singing that song.
Hey, man, but you can't tell somebody how much they pain is worth. That's what I learned.
260 is crazy though.
It's crazy. No,
Like
that's
you're
crazy.
not
That's
gonna win
crazy.
that lawsuit. I could have told you. Hey, if I was his lawyer, I was like, boy, you tripping.
Yeah, but I think they shoot so high that you end up just paying the minimum. But that case went and left so fast that I don't think.
Oh, come on, man. Not Tyler Perry, bro.
Yeah, no, not even just that. It just he has no standing. None of that in that court case. Nothing that he showed in them text message. And said, like, okay, bro, y'all had an inappropriate relationship, but nothing says that he did something to you inappropriately.
The only proof he would have had, he take a picture of his booty hole.
All right, that's it. That's it. That's crazy.
Take a picture of his booty hole.
All right.
Go get Tyler Perry ding-a-ling and put it together and see did he go in or not.
All right.
That's 260.
All right. That's been another episode
What you
of the
say,
Perry
Ty?
Talk Podcast. I am your host, Mr. DHE, and these are my guys.
Guess two, babe.
I'm flabbergasted.
T, for the first time in the history of the podcast, T is not the outlandish one. But that's because he's ready to go. That's the only reason that man's
No,
quiet.
I'm not ready
That's
to go.
because that man is
I
ready
ain't
to go.
trying- No.
No.
I can do this for another 3 hours.
No, you ready
I'm
to go.
trying to get signed.
Bro.
Y'all are killing that.
Ty, ain't nobody
signing
signing you,
up
Ty.
podcast right now. What are you
Please,
talking
get
about?
signed.
Ty, you better keep selling that booty juice.
And that's BOUTTE underscore JUICE on Instagram. Again, that's
Boy,
BOUTTE
ain't
underscore
nobody
JUICE
signing you.
on Instagram.
Boy, we gonna be an ATM in the post office.
It was really good.